Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox and take a close-up look at the Gardener's Dream set of mixed Echeverias. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So in this box is a set of 10 mixed Echeverias. Now let's go ahead and open it up. Of course, cutting apart the clear packing tape that's keeping the box securely sealed, and doing so very carefully, not cutting too deeply into that packing tape. And top down look, there is some packing paper. Let's remove that, set that aside, and taking a direct look inside this shipping box. You can see that the Echeverias or succulents are neatly packed. And let's lift them out from the box and set them on the tabletop. And doing so very carefully. Of course, they're going to tip over given that they're bundled in clear plastic bags. And just checking through. So there is some paperwork, so just setting that to the side and making sure nothing else is left in the box packaging. We can set the shipping box to the side. So let's set it on the right hand side and arranging the Echeverias across the tabletop. So we're trying to keep them upright. So you have some sense of the contents of the box packaging. So just clumping them together so that they can stay upright. So right there is the lot of 10 succulents, and you can see some of them have tipped over. Alright, now let's go ahead and unpack them. So just taking a close-up look at how they're packed with some clear plastic bag and a rubber band keeping that bag in place. Let's pull off the rubber band and unfurl the plastic bag. So giving you a look right there. Of course there is some loose soil in the bag, but that's just fine, and giving you a close-up look at the first one. So top down at the succulent, and it's in a seedling plant pot or nursery pot, as you can see, and giving you those close-up details of one of the Echeverias from this collection or set of 10. Okay, so just setting that down and moving on to number 2. And let's do this once again. Rubber band off and onto the next one. So right there is number 2. And we can see that this looks like a different variety with a much flatter spread of its leaves. And you can see that it does have a very rich, lush green color and some sheen to its leaves, with the light reflecting lightly on them. So to give you some sense of the size, resting it in my palm. Okay, so that's number 2. Let's try and keep them in the shot. So just setting that to the left, and let's open up the next one. So number 3 coming right up. So of course, opening them in no particular order. And here's the third one. And this one also does have glossy looking leaves, and you can see the flowery or floral type spread of the leaves. And let's take a really close shot right there. Okay, so setting that down and moving on to number 4, just grabbing the closest one. And this one, once again, another variety of Echeveria. And this one does have a slight purple tinge to the tip of its leaves. And you can see just how thick those leaves are. Nice and plump. And setting that one down as well. And moving on to number 5. So 10 altogether in this set. And this one does have a furry texture to its leaves. It does have a bowl or cup-like form to it. Okay, and setting that down and moving on to number 6. And this one looks like a much larger one than the rest so far. And this one does also have purple tips and undersides to its leaves. And it's really plump and juicy, as you can see. And let's go in for that close-up. Okay, so that's number 6. I'm going to set this on the right hand side. And number 7 coming right up. And once again, this one looks to be similar to the last one that we just unpacked. This one does have narrower and longer leaves. Okay, so setting that down, moving on to number 8 from this set of 10 Gardener's Dream mixed Echeverias. And this one has a much paler green finish or leaves. And top down as well. All right, and moving on to number 9. So just let me do a little bit of rearrangement of the table so you get the maximum experience. And of course there's loose soil just falling everywhere. And here we go, number 9. And I think this is a lovely succulent as well, all of which so far have been lovely in condition, and of course variety as well. All right, finally number 10. And this is a familiar looking one to this one, as we can see right here. And just setting that one back down so we can focus on this one up close. So you can see lots of succulent, juicy, plump leaves of this little succulent here, along with the rest of the other 9 succulents from this set of mixed Echeverias. So let's put them together so you can see and experience all of these plants in close proximity. And just brushing those plastic bags to the side so we don't have too much interference or distraction as we look at this lot of succulents. So they're all neatly spread out to give you the maximum visual experience. So that's the gardener's dream set of mixed Echeverias. Thanks for watching and happy growing!